What's up, guys? Welcome to Whining. My name is Emlyn. This is my incredible guest, Elli Moore.
Hello.
So happy to have you here.
I'm so excited to be here.
I have a little makeshift
I love it.
note situation.
Very creative.
Yeah, I don't have
because my printer didn't work. Yeah. Because my printer failed us.
I have a printer to begin, but
but that's what community's for. Is
yes,
what I'm getting at.
Thank you so much for offering and then
flopping hard and being unreliable in every sense of the word.
So today's episode, we're going to talk about a lot of different things, but in particular, the theme of the episode is, does it eat?
I'm hungry. So we're going to find out today if it eats or not. And I think we should also say there's probably going to be a lot of cutting in this episode because she and I can yap.
So a fun fact about me and Elli is we have known each other since we were
14
question mark
14.
I think we were 14, right?
I think it could be like, what's so funny is you and I are 2 days apart, so like we were the same age.
Oh yeah,
no doubt.
And we're both Virgos because
we're
2 days apart.
I want to know more about your astrological chart. We need to do that. Do you know what time you were born?
I'll tell you right the hell now what I am. You want to know like my signs in order, whatever it's called, like my big three?
I do.
Okay,
the hesitation was I was worried I was going to get invested and then...
No, it's fine.
Okay.
We're all over the place.
Okay.
And also, because I'm a Virgo, I'll keep us on track.
Okay, ready.
I'm a double Virgo. Virgo sun, Virgo rising.
You and Alina.
Yeah, and I'm an Aries moon.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah. Do you know what's funny, though? I don't know shit. I don't know shit about anything.
Basically, my Aries moon means I'm like very like fiery and emotional, which makes sense because I am.
I know like a little bit about stuff, but I talk about it like I'm like, that clicks. And I don't like fully believe in it. Like as much as I do as like a fun thing. I think it's fun. I think it's fun to get invested into it and like, why not?
This wasn't on my list, but astrological signs. Does it eat?
Oh, I do have a disclaimer about that. We'll get to it. We'll put it on the list.
Okay.
We'll put it on the list.
But I will tell you that I think that mine aligns pretty well.
I would say from my limited knowledge, I agree with that.
I have a whole lot of Cancer in my chart, which means I'm like a crier, which is true because I'm a crier.
This is all adding up. We love math.
So yes, we've known each other since we were 14. We met at a songwriting program.
Collective cult. No, just kidding. Cult meeting for songwriters.
That's why it's so crazy that we are still so close, and we actually ended up touring together earlier 2024, which is also crazy because if you told little us,
that's almost a year ago.
I'm so sad.
Oh, that'll make me cry.
If you told little us like you're gonna go on a European tour together, we'd be like, what?
Yeah.
So that's crazy.
I think that was like the feeling the entire time was like, is this really our lives? Like, is this?
I know.
Like, what a cool thing we did.
I know. Do you have any
moment for that?
Yeah. Oh. Do you have any memories that stick out from tour in particular?
Unfortunately, mine was did you know what I was gonna say?
I think so.
The jewelry.
Yeah.
God, that fucking sucked so much.
You can rewire your memories though. Like it can't just be the only traumatic thing that happened.
Well,
remember
when you have as much drama as me at this point.
I remember the London show. You came off stage and you cried.
We have that on video.
Yeah,
that was, and you hugged me and you're wiping my tears. Which
I haven't seen that video.
Yes. Oh, okay. Well,
necessary.
That's coming soon. I would say, okay, a good memory.
Please.
Honestly, I just loved how sweet you were about sharing your dressing room with me. I know that's not like super common. But I know, but you didn't have to. Like I would have professionally understood that like you're working, you're in your zone, you're about to go on stage, you're about to headline a fucking tour. And so like I understand that like you may want your space, and every single venue we went to, she would be like, so can we get Elli in here? Like she'd send someone to come get me, and I was like, I'm coming.
Yeah, you kept me calm before stage. It just kept my mind off things. I wasn't as stressed out because I was like, oh, it's just like I'm hanging out with my friend.
But that's so true. That's what it was. We was just hanging out.
My memory that comes to mind, unfortunately, is also a traumatic memory.
Okay, I'm ready.
So our tour crew, and by our tour crew, I really mean just me, Elli, and our friend Andy, the 3 girls that were on the tour.
I know what you're going to say.
We got into this habit of using baby voice We'd be like,
Did you see I did it a minute ago? I like slipped right back into it. Yeah, I was literally like, whatever. We'll rewind, watch that part.
but I was like, actually, I really am so excited you're here. And we were just doing
I
this, like,
love you so much. This
Which
is the
in-
best show ever. You did so good.
which in my mind is actually my dog's voice, like Banana talks like that. So like I'm really well versed at it. But we would do it all the time. And also, mind you, like everybody else in our touring crew were boys. And they didn't really think it was fun or funny. But
You would know more than me. We didn't like Andy and I were in our bubble. So like if they didn't like it, we didn't know.
oh, they didn't tell me they didn't like it. They just never participated and never laughed. So that was my what I gathered.
I think that's actually a really good assessment. And now that I'm thinking about it, I'm equally as embarrassed.
Got me.
Wait a second.
But wait, the memory that got me was that we had been doing it so much that there was a moment when I was on stage in Amsterdam. Was it Amsterdam? I think so. Yeah.
Which one? Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, it was Amsterdam.
know.
Yeah. No, I'm sorry. I lost track of the plot. I was like, where are we?
And I needed Andy to come on stage to take a photo of me with the audience. And because I had only been calling her Andy. Like with that voice.
Andy. I don't think anyone noticed.
Oh,
The idea of
they noticed.
potentially Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that, Lore. I didn't know that part.
They're
Well,
like, yeah, no, we saw. I was like, kill me. But anyway, I'm into the microphone on stage in front of hundreds of people. I went,
Andy?
Andy, can you come take a picture? Andy?
And she did, and she like scooted just on stage being so cute. But that was our
Which is
thing.
not only insanity and embarrassing, but not on brand at all for me.
No, but it's us being just soft girls. I almost just said girls. We were just being girls. We're just being sweet.
That's one of my favorite memories by far.
I
though.
love that one.
But honestly, just because I'm like,
Mildly traumatic and also the best memory. Oh God, honestly, I don't think I've really kicked the baby voice since then, like with you or Andy. Like I think I
in and out.
we do.
If it happens, you just no, it didn't.
It's our thing if it happens. No, I'm just kidding.
I have a random question. But I want to answer it for you, and I want you to answer it for me. Okay, because we've known each other for I can't do math. Hold on a second.
14 years. Half our life?
Oh, stop. Don't do me like that.
Oh, I just felt a baby barf in the back of my throat.
Shh. Okay, what has changed about me the most over the years, and what has like stayed exactly the same?
Like you want me to answer about you?
And then I'm gonna answer about you.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
I think that your like sureness of yourself has always stayed the same.
Oh.
I think you have a beautiful talent of listening to your inner world and honoring it and trusting it and acting on it. In being friends with you, it's brought me so much inspiration and strength, and you always encouraged me since I met you to be myself and to speak on my shit and not take shit from anybody else. What is changed? I mean, it's such a like hard thing when you've known someone half your life because like you see them through so much stuff too, and like through different phases of life. It's like it just feels like a cop out to say like maturity, but like watching you become a woman is what's changed for me, is like seeing us in contexts of dating people, and I don't know, just like seeing you like settle into womanhood. That feels weird. I hated that. But like seeing that, like I hated that. Did you hate that?
It was giving like the period talk.
I know it. That's what I felt. That is what I felt.
Everything else you're saying is so sweet, but just that one sentence.
Ew. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Forgive me.
So anyway,
But anyways, just yeah, like
well, that's so sweet.
Probably just like seeing you come into your own is like,
thank you. It's very sweet. Yeah. So for you, I would say the thing that has changed the most is your like people pleasiness.
Mm-hmm.
It's just honest truth.
Yep. No, say it.
Listen, I'm here to spill the truth.
That's what we're here to do.
I think that I think especially what you've been through the last year has empowered you to be a lot more sure of yourself and to communicate in a way that gets you what you need and puts you in the best position possible to be the star that you are.
Thank you.
I don't know if I could say that for younger you. I think you had a lot of people advocating for you, which is great. But nowadays I feel like, no, I don't need to protect you, or, you know, that makes sense.
That's so nice. Yeah,
I'm still gonna though.
I agree.
I'm not glad you went through a bunch of shit, but in a sense I am glad, because I think that really has made you like a much more strong person. That's just the truth.
I so agree. And also, like, I don't think that we as artists can fully, like, not to say that we like deserve these like tortured artist hearts or whatever, but like if we don't go through shit, our art kind of suffers. Like we can't just be like, I'm happy all the time, this is great. Like it's the things that we go through that create these revelations that we then turn into art.
I completely agree.
So I thank you. That's very sweet.
And the thing that has stayed the same is you being comfortable. We can cut this.
Okay.
You being comfortable in your nakedness.
Oh no, you can say that. You can please keep this. I actually want you to keep this.
Okay, you like. So,
I want you to keep this.
Ellie lived in an apartment by herself when she was really young, actually.
Yeah.
So like I felt like she got adulthood, and I got like a vision into it, like when I was younger.
Wow.
You just walk around your apartment like butt ass naked.
Still do.
And I know, and you still walk around butt ass naked.
Yep.
And I'm like, and also you could be in the bathroom and you're like, come on in here.
I actually prefer it. I want to hang out with people. I have someone staying at my house right now, and it takes everything in me to not often be like, hey, want to come hang out with me while I fucking take a bath? Do you want to hang out?
That has stayed the same. And I know it sounds silly, but actually I really appreciate it, because it's gotten me to feel more comfortable in my body, just like existing in my
you have mentioned that to me before, actually.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah.
That's so nice. I don't mean, it's like one of those things where you're like, that's just kind of who I am. Like,
yeah,
I've always been this way and I've always been comfortable in my body. I'm surprised. I truly am surprised that I'm like, I haven't started an OnlyFans, like, or anything like that. I've not ever felt the pull to do that, but I'm someone that's like,
the people want it.
You know, if the people ask for it enough, it might happen.
People pay enough.
My poor mother is watching this being like, holy shit. I'm kidding, Mom. These are jokes, sort of. Whoever's paying, hit my line. I got feet pics. And I got some feet.
I would do feet pics.
I kind of do it all.
I thought you were saying like I do feet pics. I'm like, give me the in.
Oh no. If I did feet pics, I would share. I'd hit the plug. I know a lot of people are. I'm a for the people. Okay, listen, I'm a recovering people pleaser, so I would have given the people the pics for the feet plug.
The petty pics.
The petty plug.
The petty plug.
Anyway.
Last question before we move on to the most fun segment we've ever done.
Yes.
Can you talk to me about like what you pictured the music industry being like, and what you got wrong versus like what you got right?
Oh, okay. Just like since we've known each other.
Yeah.
I think kind of going back to what you were saying about people advocating for me my whole life, right? I was really fortunate that I had parents that believed in art as a path for me very, very young. Like you said, like I was living in an apartment at a young age and pursuing music in a way that most people my age were not. And I think that this created this like sense of, I don't want to say like grandeur, of like believing that everything works out when you like trust the adults around you. But I think like when you start really young, and I'm sure that, you know, you have a lot of friends that also like grew up as like child stars and are in the industry. And I've heard similar things like when I have certain discussions with, you know, people I know that have, you know, been successful at young ages. And I just think that like, which is funny because I wasn't, but I still had the same like infrastructure for someone. It's funny. Like I wasn't successful.
I get what you're saying, because the comparison are like our friends that were on like Disney Channel shows and stuff, but from my perspective, when I was that age, you were successful.
Thanks.
You did a lot of things that I was not, that I wanted to do, that I was not doing, even if it was just like recording a whole album or whatever and sounding professional. Or
it was a privilege. Like it was, and I fully see it as that, and I honor that, and I loved it. I just think it created a false sense of self at times, where I don't know. I always trusted that everyone had my best interest always. And I have been through so many things as just a person, like outside of my work. It's like I have been through so many things as a person where I've just trusted the wrong people and put a lot of faith in things that I shouldn't have. And so I would just say that, like, frankly, it's funny how all of this is tying together in a bow. But what you were saying earlier about the shift that's happened with me this year internally is that all I've really learned is that I actually have the answers that I thought someone else always had.
Wow, that actually made me a little emotional. That's really cool. I like
Well,
that.
thanks. Oh, I got emotional because you said you got emotional. I've found a sense of agency. I've found art that I am like so unbelievably excited about that I've just been working on this week and the coming weeks to follow. I'm kind of like going apeshit right now. Like I'm making new music. It's official. You heard it here. I'm just going ape. Like I'm fully just every day, like doing more and more. So
I'm just so ready for your comeback story. Like I can't say too much, but I just, as your friend, I'm so excited for the world to hear what the truth about you and who you are and
thanks.
and how you write and just the most amazing music I know
Thank
you can make. So
thank you.
just saying.
Yeah, I'm stoked. It's a really dynamic life that I've lived at this point, and I'm really hopeful that me being an artist is a vessel to share this unique perspective on life that I've been given. That's all I really can do.
And girl, let me tell you, it's unique.
And let me say,
what this bitch has been through,
unique girl.
Listen,
So
it's giving unique. Well, the time has come to get to the most fun part of the episode. Does it eat?
Ladies and gentlemen, does it eat?
Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to give you a topic and I want you to use one of these buttons to reference if it in fact eats or does not eat.
Can I make a disclaimer really quick?
Yes.
Okay. This might be recovering people pleaser things, but I have very dynamic and nuanced feelings about a lot of things. Okay. It is not as easy as a black and white answer.
I'm cutting this.
I have to let you all know.
People pleasing.
I need you to know that if you like these things, I don't hate. I see you and I love you. That's all.
I do. I'm anyway, people please. If it eats, this is the sound you're gonna hear, everybody. Hold on a second. If it eats, this is the sound you're gonna hear.
I hope that comes out.
If it does not eat, this is the sound you're gonna hear.
Oh, I love it. Wait, is there also a toilet? Wait.
Alternative.
No, we have to toilet it. That feels really aggressive. I need to do this for my own therapy.
Okay, if it does not eat, you will hear.
Goodbye.
So, first question, and I'm going to let you hit the button.
Oh!
Right as I...
Do I get to explain? We get to explain.
Oh my God, of course. The whole point is to discuss and debate.
Then never mind about my disclaimer then.
Yeah, I'm cutting your disclaimer.
No, you're not. It's good.
Okay.
Look at me standing up for myself.
Proud. She's not a people pleaser. First topic. Auto-tune. Does it eat or no?
I have a question. Look at me getting nuanced. Okay. I know this is a controversial take.
It is because I'm about to fucking debate you.
Okay.
For me, it's...
Period.
Why doesn't auto-tune eat?
Because I'm a Melodyne person. I prefer Melodyne.
I prefer both.
What's the sound for that? Ta-da! Yay! Cheers to that. I didn't even know what that sound was going to be.
Okay, I just have to say before you get into this that the reason that she does not advocate for autotune is because her voice is natural autotune. I'm not fucking kidding, okay? You can like whoever's voice you want to like in this life. You could like her voice better than Beyonce. You could like mine, but it doesn't fucking matter. The reality is she is a technically better singer than most people that you would ever listen to, meaning that she hits all the notes.
That's very
Does that
nice.
mean that she's Beyonce? No, but she's right with the notes most of the time.
That's
so she's
very
very
nice.
auto-tune.
No, okay. Here's
some of us mortals.
No, shut up.
Do.
Here's the thing. I like autotune. I don't like it for myself. Like that was going to be my argument is I don't like it on me. It makes me sound robotic to a point where I just like it. I mean, Alina and I at this point, like we don't use it on me hardly ever unless we're being extremely lazy, which I'm not saying we never use it. I'm just saying that if we're in a rush, it's an auto-tune thing. If we're being intentional, it's likely Melodyne.
So for me personally, I want to sound as least like myself as possible. So give me that robotic energy.
You also like, I knew you were going to advocate for it anyway because Brat was like your favorite album of last year. And Brat is fantastic and I do love it. And see, that's where I'm like, it's a stylistic choice. I love it. It makes sense. Yeah.
Also,
so
have you
good.
heard T-Pain sing without autotune? Because holy hell can that man
Yeah,
sing?
exactly. I so agree.
fun.
It's definitely like a useful tool. Again, nuanced feelings.
Just double down, girl.
I can't. I have to let everyone know that I'm forgiving.
Ghosting when it comes to dating.
Oh, period. Put
This is you, Ellie.
Oh, wait, yeah. Also, would you like to go first?
Yeah, no,
'Cause,
no,
yeah.
always you first.
Always me
Ellie's
first?
always first. So go ahead. What do you feel
Oh.
about ghosting?
What do I feel about ghosting? Now, here's the thing, though. I also have another nuanced take about this. I'm gonna have one about everything.
Okay.
I think that dating someone new, if you go on a date with someone, it's really no skin off your nose to just be like, hey, I had a great time with you. I don't really think we're the right fit. Like, don't want to waste
That's
your
not
time.
ghosting, though.
That's not.
That's
No.
communicating.
I'm saying like that should be normal.
Right. Okay.
So like ghosting and dating, awful. Now, when you've had someone in your life, does this count as ghosting where it's like you've had someone in your life that's essentially like awful to you and like not a nice person to you, and
I'm not dating.
Okay, we're
but-
only talking about
Yeah.
Okay, because I was like, if you cut someone off and you just kind of dip out because they're just awful to you, does that count as ghosting?
Well, I guess that would be the argument for ghosting.
Okay. See, this is where
I still feel like I know you and you would still have a conversation with that person first.
I tried to. I would try to. Me saying it I said I tried.
I tried.
I exposed myself. I said I tried. Didn't work. Didn't work.
Okay. So
Yeah, for you.
for me, I know, but the reason is it eats for me.
Hold on. I need a second. I need you to pause.
Hear me out. The reason why
I looked down the barrel to be like, you guys heard that, right? That was eats. Hold on.
you can't ghost me.
Well, hold on.
No. This is
Okay, this
my
is
fucking podcast.
That's fair. That's fair. Okay. I just like
Okay. The reason why, well, I mean, you can, but you shouldn't because I'm amazing.
Yep.
The reason for me is like, I think there are rules. Mine's a nuanced answer as well. If you've been seeing somebody, like if you've gone on a date with the person, I don't think you can ghost. But if you're just starting to text somebody,
sure.
you don't even know them. Like
Then
what
you
if
don't know
they're not even
shit.
real. Like
No, I'm with that.
you don't owe that.
I'm with
anything.
that.
Have I been? The honest truth is like I can't be held responsible for saying that it doesn't eat because I'm afraid somebody I've ghosted is gonna watch this and be like, "The hell." But I have done it because one time I was catfished and I
mean, yeah.
absolutely ghosted 100%.
Yeah,
And
but that makes
one
sense. You were catfished.
Right. Well, then also one time I was just like, I don't like this guy.
Well, but what was?
But
I
I
don't-
just feel like
It-
you don't know me and I don't know you. Okay.
You didn't go on a date though?
No.
Okay, then I don't care. Like,
Okay.
yeah, like I think it's like if you spend time together as people and that person, honestly, too, like let's say you go on a date theoretically one time and neither person is really following up. Great, awesome.
That happened.
Like you were like, and he was like,
Yeah, but whenever a guy doesn't follow up with me, even if I didn't like them to begin with,
Stop.
I'm
I already know.
like,
Well, but
didn't
why?
you let me though.
But why?
What the hell?
No, that's true because she is perfect.
So it happened like a couple weeks ago actually, and I didn't even really want to keep going out with the guy, but I was like, where'd you go though?
Hello?
Why don't
Yeah,
you love me?
That's fair. That's fair. I'd ask the same question on your behalf.
Amazing next topic.
Okay.
Interrupting. Does it eat?
Oh, where the fuck is this? I hate, you know this. I hate when people interrupt.
I didn't set this up for us to debate every single one, but I'm gonna tell you right now, for me,
I set this one up because I was like,
yeah,
I know you love to interrupt.
for me, Emlyn, yeah. But hear me out. I don't think you should. By the way, I think I just went.
Also, love that you interrupted to make the point. I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
Okay.
It's gonna be like that on the podcast.
No, you go. You go.
No, I was.
No. I don't want to go. I don't want to go.
Oh yeah. I don't want to go either. So
Great. Then I'll go. I don't think you should interrupt in this. Like, there are examples where I think it's just so fucking annoying. Like, if you're in the middle of like a long story and someone interrupts and goes, "Oh, that reminds me of this one time that," and then they start telling their own story.
Yeah.
No, shut the fuck up. Okay.
But when is it okay to you?
When you're finishing each other's sentences.
Well, that's cute.
Or like when we're having a conversation and we're like, and you're talking about like maybe something going on in your life, and I'm like, right. And because like while you're talking, I say things like, and that must mean da 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 da.
Right.
So you take a minute to acknowledge it and then you keep going with what you said.
I think that's not the interrupting I had in mind.
Okay, what's the interrupting you had in mind?
I just love the way you said that. Okay, well, then what's your version? All right, then. Mine is like you said, like someone detouring your shit. I can't tell you how many times I don't finish stories because of people who
Next time it happens, let me know.
Derail.
I love it.
This is like no, this is conversation. This is fine. This is cute. I mean, like somebody just is, I can just tell they're not listening. And listening is important to me. I have a partner who is very intentional and very like patient, so patient that I have gained some of that patience, which I'm very proud of because I was not a patient person before and kind of wouldn't claim to be one now, but more patient. But he's so great at listening that I realized I was like, God, I'm kind of shit at listening. I need to get better at this.
That's not true.
Well, no, I kind of was. Like
now you're not though.
Now I'm not because partnerships make us better. But I just really appreciate when someone's like intentional and listening, showing they're listening. Like that's fine. If you're interrupting to like show you're listening, which you do all the time, like which I'm grateful for. No, you always do that. I always love to when you get heated by something I'm telling you. Like that's my favorite. Like not that I want you to be heated, like for your sake, but I love when you're like angry at something that someone's done. It's my favorite. It makes me feel really protected and loved. It does.
Like, and if you think about it,
yeah, no,
halfway through the story.
And I love it. I'm like, yeah, actually, I'd like to know what you think about it. That's why I'm telling you. So,
can I be honest?
I was hoping you would be.
People don't interrupt me.
Well, I will tell you something. I think it's an energy thing. I think mine says interrupt me. Unfortunately, I know that.
That's
no, I know that.
We could work on that.
We can, and we are.
I'll help you.
Thank you.
Because if somebody interrupts me, I go, "Oh, I'm so sorry. Let me just finish what I was saying really fast."
I'm obsessed. and then you get what you want.
The only person who interrupts me is my brother. And honestly,
that's family.
I cannot talk over him. He's so fucking loud. I can't. Like I literally just one time if you ever see me and my brother hang out, we'll be talking, he'll interrupt me and I'll just go. And like my mom has seen it a million times. If it would be if I could fucking finish a sentence. My mom and my brother.
You guys have the best relationship.
My mom and my brother together are awful at interrupting me. And it's the youngest child thing.
You're baby. You are baby in that dynamic.
But I'm like, if you wanted to hear what I was gonna say.
I do think you bring it back. I'm sure you bring it back eventually.
Yeah. Oh, I also love to be the person in like an environment of people. If somebody gets interrupted, going, "Oh, I'm sorry. What were you saying?"
You do that, and you know what? We appreciate that. And actually, I have an easier time doing it for other people than I do myself. But
you're probably nicer. You're probably just like, "What were you gonna say?"
I do that. That's exactly what I was
doing.
To
make somebody feel like an asshole.
Oh, I don't do that.
Public proposals. Do they eat?
I'm sorry. Are we in agreement?
Do you want me to tell you now?
Yeah. Great. I just wanted to make sure before I like shit all over this.
No, I do think what I'm just going to say really fast though. Like, I think it's fine if that's what somebody wants, but if you do a public proposal and you haven't discussed it with your partner first,
which I found out, which I found out that people used to get engaged without like talking about it. That is like, that was the tradition.
Like a surprise.
That was the tradition. Was just asking, like you were just asking because it was the first time you'd ever talked about it. Is insane to me.
Not interested in that. Oh, if somebody did a public proposal, oh my God, if it was in front of people's like family or friends or something, and they hadn't had a conversation about it, crazy. That's horrendous.
I will say I love the idea of like a semi-public, like fine with that, like fine with like. To me personally, again, with same thing Emlyn said, if that's what you want, no judgment, no shame. We love you here. But to me personally, I think it is about the two of you starting your life together. And for me personally, it should be intimate. It should be intentional and it should be about the two of you. And it's okay if that's like in public, if you're able to do that. I think it's just like my sensory overload. I'm just like, yeah, I can't do it at Disneyland. I'm so sorry. There's too many people there, which plenty of people get engaged at Disneyland, and we love Disneyland. We do not judge.
That. Like, but you should have talked about it first.
Right.
Disneyland's your place.
Right.
Great.
Right. For me personally, a private small thing and then a celebration with friends after.
Agreed.
Like, I love the idea of that.
Agreed.
That's what I think.
And I couldn't agree more at the end of the day.
Look at us agreeing for the first time. Remember when I said I wasn't going to drink all this?
I do. So, have you heard of the musical Wicked?
You said Wicked?
Yeah.
What is that?
So it's the best musical of all time.
It's also the best IP of all time, frankly.
And that's just facts.
I don't even think we need to do the sound effect,
No,
right?
we do.
Okay. Well,
we'll actually do something even better.
Okay, yeah. The wizard will see you now. Done.
I think we should use that when we both fervent.
So hard agree. You go. I want to hear your thoughts.
I mean, there's nothing more to say besides.
I mean, the fact that we both were green on accident. So
that's it. Fuck yeah. Next.
Wicked is so important to me. I can't even like verbalize it at this point.
It's been out for like maybe less than a month, and we can actually pretty much quote it at this point.
Like fully. Like we have been. I've seen it like. Wow, this is going to be embarrassing though, because so many people have probably seen it more than me at this point. But like,
not see it.
Like I've probably seen it like 9 times. It came out like a month ago. It's almost 2 months ago.
Yeah.
I have not watched a movie 9 times in 2 months. Like I have to think about that part and just be like, what movie have I watched that many times?
It's my favorite one.
Anyways, yeah, we love it.
On to things of our past.
Oh God, dark.
Do you remember gauchos?
Do I remember? You say it like I don't have a pair.
Still?
Yeah.
Oh my God, I want to borrow them. Okay, so I'm just gonna start. Me, Emlyn. My opinion is gauchos. Do they eat?
They absolutely.
Abso-fucking-lutely.
Yeah.
Did you want to hit it?
Yeah, I do. Thank you.
And they ate when we were younger, and they fucking eat now.
That with a pair of flip flops.
You can't tell me you wouldn't feel like Ashley Tisdale on the red carpet.
Yeah,
and that's just tea.
That's gonna make a great outfit.
Okay, I'm gonna rapid
fire.
I'm gonna rapid fire a couple in a row.
Ready.
I gotta pick the ones that I know we're not gonna argue on.
We were so worried we weren't gonna argue, and look at us arguing.
I love to play devil's advocate, though. It's my fucking favorite. Call me a white man.
Oh God. Wow.
Confrontation.
Does it eat? Does it eat? Does it eat? Sorry.
Wow, I'm so shocked. It's me, Emlyn. Does it eat?
Yeah.
Yeah, it fucking eats.
Yeah. I just, when I say like confrontation, communication is good. Confrontation to me can be a lot.
Well, you confronted me in my dream the other night.
That dream was crazy. And I had something to say.
You sure did.
Yeah, I heard all about it.
I love confronting people. That's actually a lie. I don't really.
I was like, but you're good at it.
No, I don't really like confronting. Who likes confronting people?
Yeah, exactly.
Honestly, what I love is confronting people on my friend's behalf. I fucking live for it.
It's amazing.
I'm like, hey, let me write out a little text.
Let me write something down.
The other day, I said,
let me get creative.
Draft something for you, okay?
I am obsessed.
I love it.
Oh, I want to hear about that.
Yeah.
That's someone else's tea, but I do want to know.
I'll tell you later. But yeah, if you told me that somebody pissed you off, I'd be like, let me draft something real quick.
You've done that. You've done that for me.
I love it. Because it's not my drama, and boy, do I have a lot to say.
And wow, did I have to revise it to make it sound like me. And boy, did I. And there was a part of you that was like, well, that is not a collaboration I wanted to have, but
I honestly think I was like, I just want to get my feelings out.
I loved it. And I'm glad you did. That was what I wanted. I really wanted you to feel good.
Live action adaptations. Does it eat?
Majority.
What?
Majority.
No, this is Emlyn.
Wait, are we talking about like cartoons?
Have you seen The Little Mermaid live adaptation?
Yeah, are we talking about the musical? Like the live musical?
Movie?
No, the one with Halle Bailey.
Yeah?
I loved it. Do people not like it?
It slays, but like,
Do people not like it?
I felt like I should have been on drugs to watch it.
I'm
Sorry.
no, I do. Okay, there are some I like and some I don't. I'm nervous to say which ones I don't, but I liked majority of them.
Okay.
I do. I'm sorry. I like my favorite IPs. Here's a hill I will die on. Mulan live adaptation, not having the music. Be a Man? Are you kidding me? Why the fuck did you take that out? That hurt my feelings. This is the most confrontational I've ever been.
Yeah,
I hope you're watching this. I'm pissed. That was why it didn't do well. Oh, that was mean. All right, well,
calm down.
all right. Calm down.
Wasn't mean at all.
It wasn't?
No.
Oh, see,
No.
this is why I need you, because I won't know.
A lot of people on the internet have strong feelings against our girl Rory Gilmore.
They do?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but disclaimer, I've only seen up to season 3.
Yeah.
Oh.
Does it? I have seen the whole entire show
Like 8 times.
Like 8 times. Does Rory Gilmore eat? You're gonna hate me for it, but I love her.
I don't. Okay, so
the internet hates Rory Gilmore.
I think I need you to answer this one on your own because
Okay.
I don't feel qualified to answer it. I've only seen up to season 3. Why do they hate her? Is it because she?
That's part of it, but there's like about a million.
I mean, a part of me was upset about that too. Remember?
Oh no, it's not that. I thought you said something else.
Oh
No, that's not the reason.
what did you think I said?
No, I can't tell you because that'd be giving something away. But anyway, come up. Sit with us.
Come on up, girl.
Girls. Okay, important question. Nepo babies, does it eat? Do they eat?
Oh, what if I don't have an opinion?
It's fine.
What sound is that? Is there like a wah wah wah?
Whatever.
That's actually how I feel. I kind of just don't care, right? Like I'm like, okay, you're privileged, awesome, great. There's nothing I can do to change that, really, in my opinion.
This is my like, and here's why. Do I think that if you're a Nepo baby, you should automatically get everything that you need in the world? No. But you did get it.
Like, sorry.
So cool. Good for you. Like, I'm not going to be mad about you winning the jackpot, you know?
I don't care. I just don't care.
Lottery. Okay? Like, sure, we can obviously qualify that your success might have to do with that, but like if that's the only L you have to take in the big scheme of life, like, okay.
I'm not going to be mad. I'm just not one of those people who concerns myself with if another person is happy or not.
Yeah, that's kind of.
I actually think that's kind of fucked up. Like, frankly, to like wish like unhappiness on
That's
people.
sort of what I'm saying. I think it's a fair conversation to be like, are they actually talented? That's
a different thing.
Yeah.
That was not that question.
Oh, I don't hate Nepo babies. Good
I don't
for you.
care.
Fucking do your thing.
I don't hate them. I don't like if we're friends. Awesome, great, cool. Like, love you because you're a good person. That's kind of it.
Yeah. In fact, I have several friends that are, and I'm like,
great.
They kind of eat. So, does cancel culture eat? I have so much to fucking say, but also for me, Emma.
Yeah, go after it.
I feel like everybody can collectively agree that cancel culture does not eat, but no one walks the walk. We all talk the fucking talk, but then we go and cancel everybody without giving anybody a fucking chance to say anything.
Are you actively in campaigns to cancel people, though? Like, are you working towards that, though? You said we, so I was like,
we as internet trolls.
Yeah, but like, do you
Not
participate
really
in that?
I'm critical of people for sure. Like, if they do something fucking dumb publicly, I'm not necessarily trying to cancel them, but my automatic reaction is to be like, oh, no, fuck, that sucks, whatever. But no, I'm not jumping to cancel. But if me, a very level-headed young woman, is jumping to, yo, fuck that, you can imagine all the not so level-headed people are jumping to, you're done. My opinion is I often see like first of all, influencers horrible at making apologies. That should just I mean, please stop.
As someone with a first-hand insight into that world,
yeah,
they don't hire publicists, guys.
They don't know what they're doing.
No, they also don't want. I don't want to speak for people as a whole. that feels like generalizing, and I don't want to do that. In my experience with certain people who have faced a lot of backlash, they don't hire publicists, and they don't hire the people to help them not say dumb shit.
Right. And in my opinion, like,
sorry,
should we make fun of their stupid apologies? Absolutely. Should we cancel them and never give them a chance to be what they want to be? No. So.
My thing on cancel culture is this. Like, it's gonna sound real Mother Teresa of me, but like, go touch grass. Like, honestly, like, it just
except unless you abuse somebody.
Obviously. Oh, well, I mean, yeah, to me, I'm
get fucked if so.
Get fucked. Yeah. To me, I'm just like, I also don't know these people. I don't care, because like, I have known people. I have watched full campaigns go on against people who I knew were completely innocent. I've seen campaigns go on against people who I knew were completely at fault. And it's fascinating to watch how the internet takes misinformation, eats it up like candy, and spits it back out without, like, it's like a game of telephone. I'm like, where did that even come from?
It blows my mind. I was getting, I'm actually not going to say, so don't put them on blast. I was at an appointment recently that involved beautification. And the topic.
I hope to God it was like the dentist or something.
No, I need to go to the dentist.
Me too. That's why I brought it up.
The topic was the drama between Justin Baldoni and Blake Lively.
Right.
And these girls were spouting off like, and well, obviously we're on team insert person here because this happened and this happened, this happened. And I just kept my mouth shut because I was like, I'm not on a side because I don't know these people.
We know
nothing.
We know nothing.
It's actually crazy that people sit around and like, well, what do you think about the blah, blah, blah? What do I think about something I have no personal information on? I don't think anything. I don't have a fucking opinion on it.
I'm reading, frankly. Like, honestly, and I care way more about people that don't exist than I do about the ones that do. Like,
sorry, I'm not healing.
Yeah, like,
I can't hear you.
I'm in escapism right now. I'm frolicking in my mind elsewhere.
I can't hear you. I'm in the Enchanted Meadow.
I am actually at Disneyland with this bitch, and we're yapping in line about something that does not matter.
Yeah.
At all. Like, yeah, so we just don't care. The point of it is we don't give a shit.
Particularly because you guys know I love to gossip, but if it's about people I have literally no information on outside of like rumors, I'm like, what a waste of my fucking time. Let me at least talk shit about things I know on.
Yeah.
Okay. 3 more.
Okay, we can do this.
I already know what you're going to say to this, but thoughts on K-pop taking over globally.
Hit that button. You know what I like. Yay. Yeah. I mean, if you know anything about me, if this is your first time seeing me, I have written a lot of K-pop music, and I am so honored to like have been one of the first American songwriters to like I guess like publicly be in the space. Like, a lot of songwriters, like, what we know is that like songwriters are not often sharing. It's more of a new thing that they're sharing their processes on, you know, the internet, and sharing, you know, their accolades and whatever. But Alina and I were some of the first that were like really talking about it and sharing like online what was going on. So
can you list some of the songs you've written?
Yeah. Mafia in the Morning for ITZY. Oh my God, I haven't actually done this in a long time.
I wrote one.
Oh yes, you did. For Twice. Yeah, you did.
It's called Sandcastles. Go ahead.
That's what's up. I loved it. And Red Velvet, Iced Coffee, and Talk to Me. God, like, honestly, go to my Spotify and I have a whole playlist. You can just look. I really have been so fortunate to work with so many awesome groups and solo acts.
100%.
So yeah. I think it absolutely chews, devours, chomps, all the things.
All
the things.
Okay. This is our second to last one.
I'm sad.
Record labels?
Like, as a whole?
Yeah.
As a whole.
Well, however way you want to take it.
I think I actually want to hit that button.
Wow.
Okay.
That's not what I thought you were gonna say.
I know.
Wait. What?
I would say that it's understandable why record labels function in our industry, but I just find that I find that the industry as a whole is very outdated. You know, we have Spotify not paying songwriters fairly and different streaming platforms just giving us pennies for our art and our work. And, you know, the streaming, we could go into this.
Also, pennies literally, not figuratively.
Yeah, no, and not even like we're talking like percentages of pennies per stream. And so, you know, we've just got different companies not paying us fairly. So then we have to rely on the structures of labels and publishers to give us these advances and basically keep us from working day jobs while we make our art, which nothing wrong with working a day job while you're making art. Totally a part of the process and everyone's journey. But, you know, it's fascinating to me how some of them still operate like they did 20, 10, 5 years ago. Like it's crazy too. It's just interesting.
Having a mom who's a therapist who works like
so it's why you're so regulated.
Thank you. I remember trying to explain to her how advances worked. She's like, oh, so this is your income. No.
No.
You don't get paid a livable wage pretty much ever from an advance unless you have a super, super viral song on TikTok or nowadays, or a super, super viral song.
Which you've had several.
Thank you. But I mean, super viral.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
My successes. And you're not going to get paid a livable wage more than likely from an advance. But on top of it, you're also not getting more than about a year, maybe 2 years worth of livable income. So at the end of the day, you are, as an artist, almost always, unless you skyrocket in success, almost always thinking about, how am I going to get my next source of money in the next couple years?
Right.
How am I going to make my rent 2 years from now, 3 years from now? Trying to explain that to my mom, who does have an income, she was like, I don't understand at first. Now she does.
And then like, why would you want that? To me, like my true and honest opinion is if you need money, work the day job or get a loan. Yeah. It's yours and you're in control of it. Like that's all I would say.
Yeah. My opinion on labels.
Yeah, I was ready for yours.
Nah, fuck a label. And listen, I know one day down the road, if I sign a label deal, everyone's gonna pull this clip and go, remember when you said fuck a label? I'm not saying fuck money. I'm not saying fuck a marketing team who can help you do things.
Exactly.
I'm saying fuck the confines, the structure of a label, and its necessity to keep artists alive and living and functioning and able to make the music that you love. And fuck the power that they hold as well.
Yeah, it's predatory for sure.
It's predatory, and it is like a fuck boy, honestly. Like
and you know a lot about those.
And this happened several times, but a label will drag you on for months telling you, we want to sign you. Oh, we're so excited. We've never been more excited about anybody our entire life. And then at the fucking, what's it called? 9th hour? 11th hour? 11th hour. At the fucking 11th hour, they'll go, never mind.
Yeah, no thanks.
We don't know. We changed our mind for no fucking reason.
Yeah, dude. And it's like, and for what? Like, and for what? What is this advance also? It's also always like these days, like the advances are nothing.
Yeah.
They're like nothing.
Or they'll offer you an absolutely laughable advance.
Yeah.
I was offered a laughable advance by a major label I will not be naming, but the first offer that came through was less than I had made that year to own everything I had in perpetuity, which is unbelievable.
And that's on being successful.
And listen, I feel for people who are new to the industry and don't have the right people to guide them. I'm lucky to have a manager that explains my, finances to me and my business and stuff, because I wouldn't know what the fuck I'm doing. But there's so many people who don't have somebody that they trust to explain things to them, and they end up in shitty fucking situations. And it's just like,
it's a shame. It's sad.
It makes me angry and defensive and protective of up and coming artists in particular, because I'm like, how is anybody going to explain to them that, like, this is, like, you see a big number and you're excited, but it's not. Yeah. It's not.
You have to remember that, like, yeah, $100,000 seems awesome, but if you divide that up by 5 years, you're getting $20,000 a year.
Right. And that was what I explained to my mom earlier. Yeah. I got like my very first advance ever, which in retrospect was actually great for like someone who had
of course
nothing going on. But I was like, oh my God, $50,000, Mom. She was like, for what, 3 years? That's
not like livable, especially when you live in LA and you have to factor all those things in. Totally. Now this is a financial podcast. We're going to be talking to you about credit scores.
No, but I do think it's really important that people understand, like, I'm not anti-label because I've seen what you do for other people.
For others.
For others, God. I've seen labels take artists and projects to the next level. I've also seen way more often labels stomp all over the careers of people that are incredibly talented and don't deserve it. So that's how I feel about that.
It's really nice for you to say.
Just facts. Our final question.
I'm so sad even though I'm smiling.
I know. I actually had to skip through because we're way over on time.
Oh, good. We'll just cut a lot out.
No. We won't.
Yay.
Okay. Final question.
All right, ready.
Disneyland, does it eat?
Girl, where the fuck is that chomp? Chomp.
And I'd even go so far as to say as...
Yeah. The mouse will see you now.
Listen.
Literally, that mouse.
Whenever I'm swiping on a dating app and I see someone that goes, what's my biggest ick or my biggest fear or biggest irrational fear? And they're like, Disney adults. Left swipe, suck a dick, honestly. like I get it. I understand like what you're presenting to the world. I do understand. What do you hate? Joy?
Like, explain it. It's like when people make racist or misogynistic jokes.
Yeah.
You're like, what's the punchline? Being awful? Is that the joke?
Not the joke.
Like, I honestly, it's like my defense mechanism.
What's your reason?
I always go, I don't get it. And I just keep going, I don't get it.
Well, I certainly don't get it either.
I don't get it. And then you make them explain that they're horrible.
And I am not a Disney adult. I don't self-identify as one. I only feel that necessary to say because it's just factual.
Yeah, I don't think either one of us are.
But it brings
me
not. It brings me so much joy to go to Disneyland. To the point that I pay monthly to go pretty much whenever I want. Magic key pass, magic key holder right here. And I justify it by it being pretty much like a gym membership that I'm paying for.
We should be walking more. Like, we should be just like going to walk.
In life. Right? Or you mean at
No, I just meant at Disney. Like,
what? We walk so much at Disney.
I just meant like we should go more often to just walk around. Because we have...
I thought you were saying we should walk more when we're there. I'm like, bitch, we do walk.
No, I know. We walk like 20,000 steps.
25,000 steps. Sometimes 30,000.
Do we?
Yes.
That's if we're on a red day. We are so into this that we have a system, y'all. We have a color-coded system.
Made a Disney almanac.
Yes, she did.
And it's basically how we code the days of how hard we're going to go at Disney or how not hard. And
yeah.
No, I don't want to hear the comments. They're like, you are a Disney adult. Fuck you.
We're Disney parks people, not adults, all right? We're just little girls, going back to the baby place. We're just little girls, okay?
All I'm going to say before we close on Disney is... I also am particularly partial to Disneyland. I've been to parts of Disney World. I haven't been to all of it, so I can't confidently say I like it better. I still haven't been to Magic Kingdom in Disney World, which is like
which is like the
answer. I did Epcot.
That's like watching a TV show without the main character, like the entire time.
Okay,
like
so I can't confidently.
You can't,
but I can tell you that Disneyland holds such a special place in my heart. And every time I'm having a bad day, I go there. Every time I'm having something to celebrate, I go there. I was recognized for the first couple times for my music at Disneyland, which is something I will never forget. I was also recognized
on a day that I told you to go.
On a day that I went alone.
I told her it's awesome to go alone. I was like, look, I do it all the time. Sometimes if I'm just feeling like I'm funky and I just don't, I'm in my head, like, and I just want to go ride 2 or 3 rides, just go by yourself. It won't be a big deal. Like,
and
you'll have a good time.
Single rider line.
But what if they didn't know? What if you were with a friend that like couldn't ride Incredicoaster?
I certainly made
Is that where you were?
That way.
Yeah. That's what I was like, I was making sure.
It's always Incredicoaster. I've actually only been recognized at Incredicoaster.
I think it's because you had the blue hair and the red goes really well with the blue hair.
Oh.
And it's your favorite color. And that's why.
Red is my favorite color. Anyway.
Did I give that away? Was that a secret?
No. Okay. I thought you just said
Good.
Blue and red, so I was clarifying. My favorite color is red, not blue.
Right.
I love blue though. And so anyway, lots of memories at Disneyland. It brings me so much joy. So much beautiful stuff has happened there. And at the end of the day, I do want to tell you guys the story of like the full story really fast of me getting recognized when I was alone at Disney. And I hope the girl who recognized me is watching this. I was having a bad day. And I was like, fuck it. I'm going to go. And this was before I had a Magic Key pass, so you can assume I spent almost $200 to go alone. And I'm not sorry for it. I was that down bad.
That's what's up.
I went.
As you should.
I was so excited to ride Incredicoaster because the single rider line was so short. But I also was like going through it. So moments before I was just crying. I kept it very discreet, but I was like right as I was like wiping a tear off of my face. This girl goes, "Hi, I'm sorry, excuse me, are you Emlyn?" And I literally went, "Yes, oh my God."
Yeah, and that's on professionalism. That's on professionalism.
I was like, "Oh my God, are you gonna ride this too?" She was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Oh my God, that's so cool. My friend's just over there."
My friend's just over there back in Los Angeles.
I just wanted to do it once for fun. Oh my God, that's so cool. And then like we were in line for a while, so we kept talking, and it obviously became pretty apparent that I didn't have a friend nearby.
I didn't know you kept talking.
Well, yeah, we were in line like together.
Oh, I didn't know that. I thought I was thinking it was where you get dispersed to like be in the cart. The cart? The car.
It wasn't. So, yeah.
Dang, dude.
Yeah. And it would happen too.
You're so nice. You love your fans so much, though. She really does.
I do.
I got to see that firsthand. Well, yes, but like I got to see your interactions firsthand on tour, and your mommy. Your mommy.
They're my little babies. But it was hilarious in retrospect that I was like literally just sobbing, and then I had to.
That's life, though. That's all of us, though, right? Like, yeah. I think that's just like life. At this point, I'm learning. I'm like, I've surprised myself that I can cry fucking anywhere. And I don't give a shit. I'll be naked and crying wherever you need me.
You will.
I will be. Anyways, I love Disneyland too. That's it. Like so much.
Final segment of the show. Every episode we do a segment called What Do You Want to Whine About?
Cute.
I'm catching you on the spot here, so
I actually do know.
Oh, perfect.
Would you like me to go first?
I would love that. So, Ellie, what would you like to whine about?
All right. So I have...
It could be irrational. Go ahead.
It is. Well, no, actually, I think you're going to agree. I'm just saying it's random, not irrational.
Right.
I have really struggled with pet peeve in particular for a really long time. But I know my pet peeve now. Like,
okay, well, tell us what you...
This is it. This is breaking fucking news.
Tell us.
That I'm whining about. People who stand... I'm actually talking to you now. People who stand next to the conveyor belt when you get off an airplane, like when you're getting your bag. If you stand right next to that bag belt and your bag is not fucking on that bag belt, I hate you.
Well, and you're blocking our
I don't hate you.
Like, I can't see my
bag. And then
tell them.
I'm not even going to be able to like leave this podcast. I'm so worked up.
Yeah,
I'm going to hit you with my bag because you're not going to move.
Yeah.
That is crazy to me. Move.
I'll do it too on purpose.
Move.
I'll hit you.
I'm going to say this nicely. Move.
It's nice.
Please.
But assertive. Okay, don't put the...
All right. Well,
okay.
Next time.
That's all right.
Wait, what's yours?
What do I want to lie about? I'm going to tell you right now. People who try to start a conversation in an elevator. Listen. We are going to be in that elevator for not very long. Certainly not long enough to have a conversation beyond, how's it going? Good. Have a good day. That's fine. Acknowledge each other.
Sure.
Okay.
Human interaction.
Every goddamn time I get in the elevator in this apartment, someone goes, "Oh, that's really, I like your, and you have blue hair. Like, when'd you get the idea to dye your hair blue?" Ma'am, the door's about to open. You want me to start? Because you're going to have to stand there and wait while I finish the story. I just think, like, shut up.
Can I tell you something?
Yeah.
It's because you're beautiful.
Oh. Well, sometimes it's, yeah, thanks.
It is. It's true.
But I'm just like, please, for the love of God, just
leave me alone and stop wanting to talk to me.
No, I swear it's just
so sexy.
I'm just so sexy.
I'm just so beautiful and
Just the
kind.
amount of time you have to answer the question doesn't a lot. It makes me mad that I like want to finish. I'm okay. Well, bye. Have a good day.
Can I tell you something though?
Yeah.
Hotel elevators, long ride.
Oh, so long.
Those are long.
But that's when no one speaks to each other. When you have the time to talk, everyone's quiet. In the apartment building I live in, where I'm one fucking floor away, people decide to go, and why'd you choose to do that for a living?
So, what's your astrological sign?
And that would be great. I would just tell them, Virgo, have a good day.
I'm dead. And then, wait, have a good day. And then you're still 3 floors away. You haven't left.
Well, that happens sometimes.
Ding.
Oh, it is so awkward.
Have a good day when you're not leaving is crazy. That's like going the same direction when you're leaving.
That today.
Bye. And then we walk the same way.
I almost said that today. Like the time between when I ended it and like when the door was opening was a little too long. Because when I always have my dog Banana when I'm in the elevator and someone was like, "Oh, what's her name?" And I was like, "Banana." Oh, that's so cool. And we were just about to get to the floor, and I went, "Have a good day." But it's slow when it like gets to the floor, and I went, and we're just waiting. Then I'm staring at the door, waiting for it to open, and Banana staring at the door, and then opens.
Have a good day.
And then she goes, "Okay, bye." So yeah, that's what I wanted to whine about.
Well, that was a good whine.
Anyway, does it eat? The answer is mostly yes.
Yeah, I would say most of the things.
You know what eats? These pajamas.
They're so cute. Where are they from?
Nasty Gal.
Cute. Subtle
yeah.
plug.
They eat.
They do eat.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in. It is so lovely to have you here on the couch. Finally.
Thank you. We've been looking forward to this for a while, so I'm glad we made it happen finally.
I'm so glad you came.
Thank you for having me.
I love you.
I love you.
This is Whine and Yap.
ever.